Hello guys, once again it's Matt, and today we have another video, a very quick one if I can, and let's get into it. I was traveling, so yeah, I kind of didn't have a video for today because of the schedule and stuff. It was kind of tough, and we got home very late, and I was tired, and we were trying to buy an apartment, so it was complicated. Today was not a very productive day in the sense of videos. But yeah, we are getting finally the 50% off on the packs, okay? And I wanted to do two videos. So the first one about the aircraft and my opinions on it, and then one on the tanks. So this is the first one for the aircraft, okay? So we kind of have basically three types of premiums for aircraft here. Obviously, we don't have anymore the GE packs. So if you are seeing this video today on the 7, from now on, you only have the packs to buy for the anniversary, thing. So yeah, but basically we have kind of three types here. But first, I wanted to say to you guys that when you are going to buy a premium, the only thing that it really needs to be of importance to you is the country that you are buying it from. So the aircraft itself, even though it's very fun to fly a premium aircraft such as the F5, for example, or something like that, it is a little bit different and stuff like that. Not in the case of the F5, but there are some aircraft that are different from each other, or they have different armament, or they have a different armor, or something like that. But that really doesn't matter, that really doesn't mean anything. You really should focus on the country first. So there are some countries that don't even have a choice to you to make. For example, Sweden is one of them. You don't have another pack aircraft to buy. You only have the Draken, So you kind of don't have to choose anything. If you chose that you want to get Sweden, just get the Draken pack. That's pretty much it. So from that you can already choose for most of the countries. But yeah, so let's start to talk about. First, we see let's go for the inexpensive first, and then we have these two. So this is the first type that you see. It's only for Japan and only for the USA. You get basically two aircraft here that you can get. It is very cheap, and it is worth it, to be honest. All of these are worth it, especially now with the 50% off. But I will say what are my opinions on it. They are the campaign ones that you get a single player campaign. You get 850 golden eagles, 15 days of premium, and one vehicle. So in the Japanese, it's one premium A6M5, and on here on the USA, it's the YP38, so a P38, right? Only for the 15 days of premium and the 850 golden eagles, it's already worth the 750, So yeah, they're very cheap and they are worth it. But the problem is that the vehicles have a very low BR or tier, So for example, the YP38, apparently it's a tier 2. Is this true, right? But yeah. And so the maximum amount of efficiency that you get here is only for tier rank 3. And here only for rank 5. So yeah, this one especially is the most effective one, to be honest, especially because it's a rank 4 aircraft. So if you compare to the other rank 4 aircraft, you will see that it is a lot cheaper, and you get still 15 days of premium, which is basically the same as the $15 packs, and you get less golden, but it is just very much worth it. So very good option. This one not that much because it's only a rank 2, so the maximum efficiency will be limited until rank 3. But yeah, they're very, very good. Very, very good. I would avoid this because I like jets. So this is much more of a personal opinion for these two nations, but it's still pretty all right, especially for Japan, because Japan kind of doesn't have another pack. So if you want to start Japan, get this. This is very much worth it. For the US, I wouldn't get this. I would spend more money and get more for my bank, okay? Then we go for the $15 and the $17. So prop aircraft, all rank 4, all with 1,000 golden eagles. This one has 2,000 golden eagles, so this one is a little bit more worth it, and a little bit more premium as well than these two. For example, these only have 7 days, and these have 15 days. So yeah, very, very good. I think it's a very cool option. I still would much rather go for the jets, but these are very, very good options, especially in the Wyvern pack, because the UK kind of doesn't have an expensive pack, to buy, more expensive one. So yeah, the Wyvern is pretty good. They're just prop aircraft. Remember, maximum efficiency rank 5 only. So yeah, for Japanese, go for this one. For US, I wouldn't go for any of these ones, just because I would still rather take a jet. But still, if you're going to choose just the aircraft, these are very cool. But for the country, it depends on the country that you buy. The Dora, obviously, I would much rather have the SPS as well, that I'm going to talk about it later, but still a pretty good one. Wyvern, one of the best ones, basically the main one for the UK, So this one is very much worth it if you want to research the UK until rank 5, This one, just throw it out of the window, not really worth it at all. Especially because you have a Jet 1 that it's much, much more worth it, especially for the rank. So it's only a rank 4, but basically Israel already starts at rank 4, so it's really not worth it, because you only get 2 ranks of maximum efficiency, and then you go back to flying normal Tech 3 vehicles because it's going to be more efficient. So you are going to get more research points, So not really worth it, go for the Jet as well. And the TU1 as well, I mean, 1750 is already more expensive than these ones, or only has $7, 7 days and stuff. And this aircraft, even though it's a very good one, still, I would much rather spend a little bit more and go for a Jet. Why would I go for a Jet? Because they have more efficiency on the BR that they are. So for example, here we have the first one. I think it's not worth it, but yeah, $25. But rank 5, which means that only with, $6 more, $6.50, you get a rank 6 premium of rank 5, but with the maximum efficiency of rank 6, So yeah, pretty much more worth it, because it will make you go farther in the French Tech Tree. But for the French, I still rather have the Milan. We have 2 helicopters here. I don't think they're very much worth it. They are a little bit cheaper than the top aircraft that you can buy, $25. But still, it is, helicopters are not that, the grind is tough, because the way that you gain points, but there's not a lot of them. So eventually you will get top tier aircraft, and they're normally better than these ones anyway, so I wouldn't get it. But if you want a new helicopter, and especially the K50 is a very good one, it is $25 now, so pick it up, The tanks, we're going to talk about it in another video. Let's go for this one. And then we have the jets. These are the ones that I think are more worth it. You still get 2,000 Golden Eagles for every one of them, and 15 days of premium. So with just these 2 things, it's already like $20, I think, or something like that, of of the price. And then you get an aircraft, premium aircraft, for like $10. So it's very, very much worth it. But there are some stuff that I wanted to talk about. For example, the US, we have 3 vehicles. We have the F5, we have the AV8A, and the A10A. But it depends very much on personal opinion, obviously. But the AV8, man, even though it's a okay aircraft to fly, it's the same price as the F5. So get the F5, man. It's such an easy aircraft to fly. 10.3. It's kind of OP even. Very good in dogfights. It's still very fast. Missiles are not the greatest, but it is just a very, very reliable weapon for you to use. You can still bomb if you want to, and it's just way more effective in combat than the AV8A, even with the higher BR. So I would just forget about this aircraft. Still better than the props, I think, but still, if you're going to spend $30, just get the F5. Obviously, we have the A10, which is also a very good option. But for me personally, the A10, it is slow, it is an attacker. You can get a lot of kills with it, and it is easy to use. But I would much rather personally use the F5. If you like killing other aircraft, get the F5. If you like just ground pounding without thinking too much, just use the A10. You can still kill some aircraft with it. It is technically an aircraft that it is 10.3, but in 10.0. It just has less missiles than the 10.0, 10.3 version. But still, these 2 are the go for it for the US. For Germany, I know the Dora is very much worth it, for its price. But spend a little bit more. It's 50% off. Get the SPS. You're going to research all of these. We research until rank 7 with the maximum efficiency. So they're very much more worth it than that. German ones, just the SPS. For the USSR, we have the Su-7 BMK, which is pretty good, to be honest, with the $30, especially because it's kind of a bomber, so you get a lot of points with it. But I would much rather wait until the next anniversary and get the Su-25, or even if, to be honest, I think I said that on the video last week. I would much rather spend the 4,000 something Golden Eagles and get the MiG-21S, just because it's a better aircraft to use than this. But it's still very good pack, $30, yeah, pretty good. For the Chinese A5, not much to say. Maybe on one of the only one, I mean, basically the only one the Chinese have. So not much to say. MiG-19 basically modified. It's a Q5, you know, but it has the Magics 10.0, very, very good aircraft. I much rather have the SPS, for example, but if you're going to research Chinese, get the A5, very good. Not much else to say. Draken, very good, has a poor BR, so you have to be careful with that. But still very much worth it, the money, $30 now, very good. The A4E, for the aircraft itself, it's not really worth it. $30 is kind of expensive for such an aircraft. But, as I said, it is a rank 6, and, I mean, it's going to be efficient for you to research every single Israeli aircraft. Much more efficient and much more bang for your buck on the sense of the Spitfire. Because remember, the long grind that you normally see is on the top tiers, you know, rank 6 and rank 7. So remember that. Then obviously we have the Milan and the Lightning. For the aircraft, I think they are the worst ones in these ones. On the flight performance and stuff like that, they're hard sometimes to use, but they're still very, very good. I don't think these aircraft are worth $30 compared to these other ones, especially the F5, the MiG, maybe the A5, you know. But it's still, because they're a French and a British. So, as I said, think about the nation first and the performance of the aircraft later. Because even if you don't play it, you know, don't kill a lot of things with these aircraft, you are going to still be able to research a lot of the things, you know, very quickly. So yeah, the Milan, it's a Mirage 3, 9.7, you know, very, very good aircraft, but it has its problems, you know, loses a lot of energy, not really the type of aircraft that I like to fly, but still pretty good. And the Lightning F53 is just an F6 that has a more air-to-ground payloads, so doesn't change much from that. So I just think that for the aircraft itself, it's not really worth the $30, but because it's the only UK one, it is much. I even forgot when I was talking about the Wyvern, right? I think it's more worth it than the Wyvern just because of the efficiency. Remember, the higher tiers, they're the worst ones to grind. So these are the most efficient ones. Get the jets, okay? But don't get the F8. Get the F5. And maybe wait for the Su-25 before you get this, because it's going to take a while to be on promotion, but still. The other ones, any of them are very, very good and very much worth it, okay? But yeah, guys, this was it. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will be releasing the Tank 1 very, very soon if my Premiere allows me. So I see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys. See ya.